Hello, this is Bryan Emmert with WestCobb Alliance, ReeceNichols. Welcome to Southwest Missouri Joplin Real Estate Channel. Today we have a special guest with us, Becky Cobb with WestCobb Alliance. What a wonderful year we've had for 2025. We did 179 transactions and over $41 million in sales.
It was a good year, for sure.
Yes, it was. Tell us a little bit about the history of WestCobb Alliance.
Well, Bryan, WestCobb Alliance, we were founded in 2015. It was Mike West, myself, and Amanda Hearn. And, it was kind of a dream of, I think, for Mike and myself, we both had a dream of having our own team. Amanda was new to the industry, so we hired Amanda to help us keep track of our listings and paperwork and that sort of thing. But Amanda turned out to be a star, and so pretty soon she was selling real estate right and left. So she did a great job. So it really has worked very well. Both Mike and I have said that we would never go back to being solo realtors again because of the support and your knowledge base grows when you're having multiple people on the team. So we started with 3. We've had some other people that have joined. We've been growing for years. We have really enjoyed the camaraderie and basically the growth that we've been able to experience as working as a team.
Okay, today we're going to talk about listings and what a client should look for when they're listing their home, some of the questions they should have and some of the important things.
Well, of course, when you're listing your home, you're always concerned about, what are we going to list this for? How much is my home worth? And Bryan, you've recently done some training that I know you have some really good ideas about how you should look at that. So that's something at some point, you may want to go into. And explain a little bit of that. Do you want to do that right now? Or?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay.
The first 2 weeks on the market are the most important because that's your prime time to shine as a listing. Pricing is everything when it comes to, and it's a strategy, it's not a guess. Event pricing is where you're pricing it at the right price where you can draw lots of people to your listing right off the get-go. A good realtor uses recent comparable sales. Overpricing leads to fewer showings, price drops, and weaker offers.
And I would say my experience would tell me when we price a property and we are convinced to maybe list it a little higher than what we really think we should list it, that those properties do have a tendency to sit on the market longer. I really like the theory that you're talking about, event pricing. It's hard, it's a scary move, but that's actually pricing your property a little bit lower than what might be true market value. And that has a tendency to draw more buyers in more quickly, and you may have that opportunity to actually, through bids and stuff, actually end up selling it for more. But it is a scary leap of faith for people to take because most people will say to us, I can always come down, but I can't go up. And actually, you can go up.
Right, absolutely. Because our goal at the end of the day is to get the most equity out of your house and into your pockets.
Exactly.
That's our goal as a realtor, to serve you and serve the community.
Exactly.
The second important thing is presentation directly affects your sales price. Buyers decide emotionally first when they walk into, and it's the same as it used to be a long time ago as it is now. The first few minutes when they walk into a house, the presentation of how the outside looks when you walk in, how your yard's cut, how it looks, is it neat and organized when they walk in, and how they feel with that house when they first walk in.
Yeah, that's so true. And one of my favorite stories is about a couple that I've been showing several houses to, and we just weren't hitting it. And then this one house, and I thought, this isn't gonna be it. Well, she walked into the kitchen, opened up a pantry door, all the spices were in alphabetical order. And I heard her say, oh, and that was the house they bought. So little things can make a big difference. One of the things I usually tell people, clean is really, really important. You have to really think company clean. Now, my dad was always like, if people were coming, my mom would say, he's got to remodel the house because he wants everything to be perfect. But that's really the attitude you need to take when your house is listed for sale, is you need to have that attitude of, Everything needs to be perfect when people walk through the door. Grandma's coming, your mother-in-law's coming, whatever it takes to motivate you needs to be perfectly clean. Beds need to be made, it needs to smell good, floors swept, windows clean. All of those little details can make the difference between you getting what we would call a lowball offer and a full price or even maybe greater than full price offer. The better it looks, the more organized, the less stuff you have around. All of that has an effect on people. When they walk in, they just need to feel like, oh, my life would be so wonderful I lived here. And you've got a big responsibility as a seller to make sure they feel that way.
And I just showed a few houses today, and one of the big things when you walk into the house that people a lot of times don't think about is those dim lights. If the house isn't light, bright, change the light bulbs, get those light bulbs nice and bright, because when you walk into a house that's well lit, it feels bigger. And it opens up the house.
Good point.
So
I always go in and I'm opening up window blinds and stuff like that. Had one of my sellers say something, why are the blinds always open? I'm like, well, I should have shut them. But I do try to make sure that we're getting enough light into the house so people can see it, you know. And you know what? Sunlight just makes us feel better. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
the next point is professional photos and marketing are non-negotiable. Your listing lives online first. Pro photos, video, and strong listing descriptions increases that tell live stories about your house, because you're inviting people into the house. The price, what you write is all an invitation to that house, to sell that house. And it's really important that you have professional photos, not somebody just using their iPhone or just sticking a sign in the yard and trying to sell it and not having professional photos done. It's important that you do, and we do that with WestCobb. We have professional photos done.
That's right. That's a huge deal. I mean, we've come a long way since I started selling real estate in 2008. We used to, whatever camera or iPhone you had. I mean, back then, most of us were still using cameras. But those photos that are just taken like that will not show as well as professional photography. And, again, like you said, it's part of inviting people into your home. They get enough information from those photos that say, okay, I gotta see this place. Bright lights, good angles. Again, cleanliness is important. I hate to see the photographer come back with stuff all over the countertops and stuff because our seller didn't clear those off. So it's a good idea maybe as a seller that maybe you're around when the photos are being taken, and if you need to take stuff off a countertop or off a dresser, take those off so we can get a good photo that is clear and free from the stuff that we all live with every day, and then you can put them back. But yeah, they are critical.
Another important thing is negotiation skills. A lot of people don't realize that you sell your house 3 times when you sell your house. The first time is the sales price. The second time is during the inspection period. And then the third time is during the appraisal period. All those times involve renegotiations of the contract. And that's very, very important that you have a strong agent with strong communication skills that can negotiate and keep the best price and net you the most at the end of the day. And so you need that experience in negotiations.
I would agree with you, and you're right. You talk about your first negotiation is just come see my house. Here's what my house is priced at. Price it too high, you miss out on some buyers. You look at the second thing of, when we go through inspection period, yeah, maybe you have to make a few adjustments, or maybe you present your home where you've already had an inspection done and you know where the weak points are, and you get those items fixed before you ever have buyers in your home. That's a little trick that I like to use, and call us at WestCobb and we'll tell you more about that. And then, appraisal. People forget that appraisers are human beings too. And if, when you know where the appraiser is coming, it's still a good idea to keep that home clean. An appraiser will have the ability to maybe overlook a little bit more than a buyer, and you may have already started the moving process. But you want the appraiser to be able to get to all points in the house, all corners in the house, wherever they need to be to get the best view of your home and come back with the best price possible.
Next subject is communications and expectations. It's very, very important to be clear when we're communicating to customers and to our clients. We're here to serve them. We want to make sure that every step of the way that we give a clear guide on every step of the way of their house process of selling their house. And then every week that we're doing an update with our customers and letting them know every week how many showings we have, what are the feedbacks on the showings, what's the market analysis of things that have sold in the price range of the listing at 200,000 or 300,000 or 100,000, how many homes have sold that month in that price range. But doing a weekly to week feedback every week of telling our customers where you're at within the showings of that week is very important.
Yeah, and what a lot of people don't realize, or don't think about is our market's always shifting, always changing, and sometimes we don't even realize we're in a shift in prices going upward or downward until we're in the middle of it. And so that's always something that it is a really good idea to keep that communication open. And when your agent provides you with some additional market analysis, mid-contract, or you've been on the market for 3 or 4 weeks, you're just trying to keep you with the best possible information you can have, so that we get you to the closing table as quickly as possible.
And when we're communicating constantly, we're going to see what happens if it doesn't sell quickly. Then we obviously know if we're not getting lots of showings that we need a price adjustment, so that your agent's not afraid to ask that question, that they can negotiate with you and talk to you about that and get the price to where it needs to be. Not all agents market the same way. Some agents just put it on MLS and put a sign up. Others actively market. One thing about being with a team is we have lots of buyers among 10 agents, so that we share our buyers where we can make sure that we have buyers for different price ranges, actively marketing and following up with all of our listings with all our buyers.
That's correct.
That's what helps with being with a big team.
Yeah.
So
shared information is always good. And our listings do go out on the MLS, and of course we cooperate with all other realtors in our marketplace. But it is a nice thing when you can come back in and talk with your fellow agents and say, hey, look what we have here. I know, Bryan, you were looking for someone or you have someone that's looking for a house just like this. You need to get over there and show that house. And so that's one of the benefits for us as a team. It's one of the benefits when you hire our team to take care of your listing, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And another great thing that we do is we have the Joplin MLS, and we also have the Neosho MLS.
The four corners. So
right.
And really, Four Corners is really called SOMO, and that covers all of Southwest Missouri. Really, it comes out of Springfield, goes down to the Arkansas state line. Branson's in there. I think West Plains is in there. So we're covering all of Southwest Missouri with our SOMO. OGAR, which is Ozark Gateway Association of Realtors, I think they go all the way up to Nevada, and then also come down to the Arkansas state line. So with us here in the middle in Newton County, we're more than covering the marketplace that we are representing with those two multi-list services.
And the last point, which is probably the most important point, is you're hiring a partner, not just a sign in the yard.
True.
Tells you the truth, even when it's not comfortable. Sometimes it's not comfortable having those pricing conversations, but you got to do it. Has a proven plan, has the expertise to talk to you about through that plan, and treat your equity like it's their own.
That's true. I always say this is a collaboration between us and you, Mr. or Mrs. Seller. It is not just all us or all you. We want to collaborate through this process, and we'll provide you with the information that we know, and then we decide together what we're going to do with that information.
Well, thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the YouTube channel, and we will get right back to you.
Okay. Thank you, Bryan. This was fun.